across the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Welcome back to Elden Ring. It all ends today. Things are gonna get a little bit mad later on. But before we head down that path, we got a few more things to do. Starting up here at the Apostate Derelict, way over here in the corner of the Consecrated Snowfields. We should be able to summon Latenna.
O young yet towering sister of ours, let the birthing droplet in and create life for us, for all the Albinorics. Thank you. I finally fulfilled my purpose.
Sombering ancient dragonsmith and stone. We found the Albinoric woman, brought her here to the larger Albinoric woman.
Our young yet towering sister will give us hope. Now that nothing is left unfinished, I will join you in battle to the bitter end. And when the fighting is done, then you may lay me to rest. Beside Lobo, my dear wolf.
And that's what she wanted this entire time. Hello? Just chilling. Being large, being over here. I don't know. Fascinating. I don't think we can actually bring her back to the wolf. Also, the wolf is dead and all that. Or, death is definitely a concept here. But we got the Dragonstone there. And that's pretty much it. It's an interesting tidbit. If you summon her near direwolves, she can tame and ride them. Wild. I don't know what situations that would be helpful in, but that's pretty neat. Kind of past that at this point, though. And speaking of things that we are past, when we were over in Caelid, at the Isolated Merchant Shack, we got attacked by a bell-bearing hunter. And apparently, that is the thing that can happen in other places. So we're going to pop on over to other locations and deal with it. Apparently, we fought the strongest one first, up there in the Dragon Barrow, which that does check out. We might... Oh. Let's grab Bernal's Bell Bearing here. Yeah, he's not doing a huge amount of damage, is he? Still very aggressive, though. My goodness. Still getting knocked around. I grabbed it. Even if it's not doing a lot of damage, we're still getting knocked around like crazy. It's hilarious. Out of here. And that is 2,700 runes and the Bone Peddler's Bell Bearing. So we could have had access to many more things here. And he was killed by that guy apparently. Or maybe he was already dead, I don't know. We can look over the bell bearings here once we get a few more. Next one is up here at the Church of Vows. Needs to be nighttime, specifically, for these guys to show up. We don't really intentionally do stuff at night a lot of times. If it happens, it happens. And apparently, never happened. All the previous times we came to any of these locations. Better. 6,000 runes. And the Meat Peddler's bell bearing. And we will finish this up on Altus Plateau at the Hermit Merchant's Shack. So these guys are going around hunting people for their bell bearings. That's a little bit of foreshadowing here. Get our buffs again. Because why not? We got him. Might as well use him. There you go. 21,000 runes. And the Medicine Peddler's bell bearing. Fantastic. So here's the bell bearings we've been picking up. We got Bone Peddlers for thin and hefty beast bones. The Somber 3 for Somber 5 and 6. Meat Peddler is slivers of meat, lumps of flesh, and turtleneck meat. Medicine Peddlers is neutralizing, stanching, thawfrost, and stimulating boluses. Got Tops, Gowries, Bernal, EG, and Patches. So let us head back to Roundtable Hold here and turn all these in. There's gonna be more. Oh, there's gonna be more. Any lore on those? Building of Miner wants dug for summer smithing stones. Unfortunate Bone Peddler is slain by the Bell-bearing Hunter. Sword of Top's Bell-bearing found upon his perished flesh. Sage Gawi's Bell-bearing found upon his perished flesh. Knight Bernal's. E.G. the Smithing Master. And Patches. Found upon their perished flesh. So that doesn't give much room for interpretation of how things are working here. They did. Offer a bell bearing. Very good. So now we have access to cures for poison, blood loss, frost, and sleep. Does not look like we have other ones though. And then also we got bones, we got meats, so everything you could ever dream of, basically. And we got all the smithing stones and somber stones and glove warts and other glove warts. And we have access to all these stores. Oh, we never bought pest threads. Alright, we can get that. That was from Gowry. I just need to read this then. Incantation of the Servants of Rot. Secretes countless sticky threads, launching them forwards. Technique of the pale pests who crawl through the lands, afflicted by scarlet rot. The abandoned children of the goddess. Do you have any interest in rot incantations? Doesn't give rot, though, at least, so we got that going for us, I guess. Then we got Bellbearing Shop 2. A few other things in here. Really is pretty convenient. You just get everything. Doesn't put it all into one store, though, so you have to still know where you're looking for all these things. But pretty cool. That is some very easy bosses at this point, but well, that's fine. Next up, there's a few NPCs still hanging around. Like Shibriri over here. Also need to figure out what we can do with the Finger Maidens. Or, not the Finger Maidens, the witches that tell you where you're going. Finger Reader Crone. But here is Shibriri.
Chosen, tarnished, and would-be lord, descend into the depths far below the Erdtree capital. Seek audience with the three fingers and the flame of frenzy.
He wants us to go seek the Flame of Frenzy. That's definitely an idea. And it is basically the idea we're going to be going for here. Don't know if we can do anything with the Finger Reader Crowns. Let's go pay one a visit. Hey. Yeah.
A curse upon you. Your path leads only to death.
Just with one hit, huh? Wow. Well, let's not do that again until things become apparent that's what we're doing. Before we go down to the Frenzied Flame, one last thing to do here. And that is get downstairs in the Dragon Temple. There is a way to get down there that leads to the other side of grace. Specifically, just kind of go this way. Drive down to these stairs, and then this drop here is survivable. And now we're down here. Wild. Ow. Got more of these knights down here. Always a good time. Here's the item that we saw from other directions. It's a rune arc. Yay. Boss ahead. Technically true. No, not this way, though. Not this way. See what else we can find down here. Precious time ahead, be wary of night. Well, it's a rune arc, so not the most exciting. There's an item right over there. Down in the lower section of there, so see if we can get over to that. Here's some blood stains. Let's get some buffs going. Just makes sense. We got more knights to play with. Eat it. There we go. Damn. Bunch of knights in this room. Dealt with. Azula Beastman Ashes. Very cool. Ash remains in which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon the spirits of 2 Azula Beastmen. Spirits of Beastmen from doomed Fair Mazula, the slowly crumbling ruins in the sky. These ruins are said to be the remains of a giant mausoleum enshrining an ancient dragon, guarded by chosen beastmen who wield lightning-clad weapons. Very neat. No horse ahead. Down here is where we can drop to get to the Dragon Temple Transpect Site of Grace. Not right here though. You would die. So that is how you get over there. So there's still plenty of knights in the way to get over there to get to the Godskin duo fight. So it's not like this is a safe path or anything. Here is this item. It's a Somber Stone 9. Not bad. Not bad at all. And that's pretty much all that was down here. An Ash, a Somber Stone, a Rune Art, some Knights. Pretty cool though. Just had to make what looked like a pretty daring fall there. That's okay. And now we're here. Brilliant. Alright. Time to go a little mad. Frenzied Flame time. Because why not? We have the technology to get rid of this in the end. So, we're okay with this. We've got...
Go to the door ahead.
How do you get to here?
After divesting yourself of your possessions, it will surely open, and the 3 fingers will welcome you.
Giving us instructions on how to use the door here. And go see the 3 fingers. We try to open it. We can't. So we need to take off our equipment. Don't know if that's all necessary, but here we go. And now, we are horribly burned And we have inherited the Flame of Frenzy. Let there be death. Let there be chaos and then death. That checks out. We got our eyes here. They are burning the Flame of Frenzy. Generally, that does not seem like a good idea to do that. For basically all of the reasons. Go stand next to the horrible burning fingers. Seems like a great plan. And they also dissolved there, so that's something. Don't know if they're gone at this point. What that means for anything. Presumably, they were just waiting for us to be here. Since we're strong enough to deal with everything. Put on our armor. Fairly heavy, all things considered. We could technically go to the... Yeah, it's slightly heavier. Has some better, but also some worse stats. Does have more poise. Also, it doesn't look quite as good. So, we're just gonna stick with what we got here. So, there we go.
The flame of chaos has nestled within you. Could you please rest your hand upon me? Burn me with the flame to make me your maiden. Could you please rest your hand upon me? Burn me with the flame to make me your maiden.
There you go.
Oh, it burns. My eyes, they're melting. Thank you. I have touched them. The words of the three fingers. As your maiden, allow me to divine them. All that there is came from the one great. Then came fractures, and births, and souls. But the greater will made a mistake. Torment, despair, affliction, every sin, every curse, every one born of the mistake. And so, what was borrowed must be returned, melted all away with the yellow chaos flame, until all is one again.
That sounds like an idea. Burn it all away, huh?
Those who gave me grapes howled without words, saying they wished they were never born. Become their lord, take their torment, despair, their affliction, every sin, every curse, and melt it all away. As the Lord of Chaos, no more fractures, no more birth.
And she's on fire. Frenzied Flame seal, and some Frenzy Flame stones. So, basically, destroy everything. Boost Frenzy Flame incantations, causes slight madness buildup. No requirements at all. Formless Sacred Seal, bestowed by the Maiden of the Three Fingers. Enhances incantations of the Frenzied Flame. Seal is the mark of the Lord of the Frenzied Flame. Scales incantations using strength, dexterity, intelligence, and faith all together. Wild. Alright. And if we arrest the Sag Race here, she is completely burned away. So we got the information from her we were looking for, I guess. That's pretty much it. Then if we go see Shabriri over here. Eventually. Is also gone. Iron Casa, Ronin's armor, and that's it. We did what he wanted, and then he threw away that guy's body or something. Pretty wild, all things considered. Let's see this side here. Iron Casa, of the man who called himself Shabriri, crafted to imitate the woven straw hats worn in the land of reeds. The man, once known as Yura, kept a woman in the deepest reaches of his heart. And the Ronin set. What level is that going to be in? Militia, monk. Land of reeds. White reed, scale. It's right next to the white reeds. Yeah. Armor of the man who calls himself Shabriri. Highly functional and heavily worn. Once known as Yura, kept a woman in the deepest reaches of his heart. So, was once Yura. Whether Shabriri just took him over entirely there, or if that was already a thing that was happening. Didn't get a chance to ask him, since wasn't interested in telling us about it at that point. Not bad looking set though. Pretty cool. I think there was something down in that area. We need to go to the top here, make our way down. Oh boy. We get to do some more parkour here, it seems. Down into this area. We need to get the enemies in here to break the tents. There's an item that we want to be able to get. And all that. Oh, we're fat rolling because we didn't put on... Didn't put on these. That'd be helpful. Well, how about we do that? Yep. That'd be good. There's some tents there. I think we just need to go back to the top here. And all of these are merchants in here too, so that's definitely something. Apparently, the enemy attacks can break the tents, but ours can't for some reason. So that's just wild. Here's this guy. Here's some tents. See if we can get him to break it. I don't think these are the right tents, but this will be a good trial here. Yep, broke the tents. Okay, there's something here. Nomadic merchant set. Neat. Ow. See if there's another section down here. There's a thing. ISBO. Sure. We got the merchant set, so I think that's the most important bit. And after that, it's more parkour time. I think it's this one. Next to the guy playing the violin. There's no other tents down here, so I think we're good. We can't look at the set because there we go. I think we can actually. We were trying to open the map. That's not the same thing. We got the merchant set. We'll enjoy this music while we look for that in here. The nomadic merchant. Stuff. And we're still nowhere near having all the things. Especially like with rare drops. Yeah. Chapel of the Nomadic Merchants, decorated with tiny gems and a wide spectrum of colors. These merchants once thrived as the Great Caravan. After being accused of heretical beliefs, their entire clan was rounded up and buried alive far underground. Then, they chanted a curse of despair and summoned the Flame of Frenzy. So, the merchants are directly tied to the Flame of Frenzy here. So, by the sound that they summoned the Flame of Frenzy. Fascinating. Finery of the Nomadic Merchants, decorated with tiny gems. They were rounded up, buried alive. Here they are. Almost all of them. There's still some of them out there. Beautiful. Let there be joy. And this is where we need to start dropping down to get a thing. Does not look great here, does it? Oh boy. Well, we will try. We will try. Oh, missed it. Alright. Well. We need to jump slightly more for that one then. I guess since technically I guess that counts as soft rocks at the bottom there. So maybe we can't actually dive to the parkour. That's an interesting thought. Makes everything a little bit safer here. I think we can just kind of walk past this one. Don't need to get complicated. Avoid one attempted drop here, I suppose. Out of here. Yeah, we need to go towards that merchant there. Yep. Yep. Well, this is definitely less annoying than falling to our death constantly here. So I'm gonna count this as a win, I suppose. It's also making me less concerned about actually falling correctly. I bet if we tried to actually land on the place we want to actually get to, we would just die. Because of course we would. Okay. Yeah, plenty of bloodstains here. Doesn't exactly inspire confidence, does it? Alright. Seem to start moving generally down this way. There's an item there. Okay. Or an alcove here, at least. There's a big pot. Right. Here we go. Precious item ahead. And there's an item in there, too. The fingerprint stone shield. That is a very chunky looking shield. A great stone shield with an intricately carved fingerprint design. One of the heaviest of all great shields. Part of the tomb of an ancient god. The readerless fingers relayed their message through these imprints. Said to be the vast seeds from which frenzy first sprouted. And you can bash people with it. Weighs 29. Has 77 guard boost. Yep, that's very heavy. Very, very defensive. It also causes madness if you whack people with it. That's crazy. Shield, oh shield. Here we got another tent we need somebody to break for us. So let's see if we can find a guy, bring him up here. It's hilarious that we can't break the tents. Oh, there's not a guy down in here? How did we get a guy here then? Injustice. There we go. Now we can get this broken. We almost killed that guy, though. That would have been disastrous. Even just a little poke. Madness eyes. Look at him go. Would you get over here and break this tent? You've been very rude. He's getting stuck on all the other dead merchants. Here he's coming. There we go. Note. Miquella's needle. Out of here. There. We already know exactly about Miquella's needle here. Note written by a nomadic merchant, succinctly detailing knowledge acquired. The Empyrean Miquella crafted a needle to resist the influence of outer gods. Those who have inherited the flame of frenzy, yet wish not to become its lord, would do well to seek Miquella's needle. Yep, we literally have that. So there you go. Yeah, it looks like the Finger Reader Crone came back here, so there's no reason for us to bother going to all those. They're just going to pop back into existence. I mean, we've got 2 husks that sell us things. No, they're not here. Yes, they are.
Your fate.
So they're kind of immortal or something. That's pretty wild. And now, it's time to finish. No, that's a finger reader. Finish what was started here with these merchant guys. Yeah, that is a finger reader. That's unhelpful. We have a hermit merchant that's up above there. So we need to actually go around to get up on top. Or something. Or was he... No, he was down below. Either way is fine. We're gonna go and pay them all a visit. Or fall down a hole. Controller. drifting. The camera drifts around. It's not great. Yeah, look, let's start runes. Yeah. It's really dark in here. Makes it hard to see. Come on, you can do it. Probably faster just go over this way. But we're gonna go around. And I guess we could pop on some frenzy stuff here. Just really bring it home here. Let's go inescapable. And undurable. And get the cleanse back on the bar. Just because it makes sense. I don't know if inescapable frenzy is going to work. We'll see. Run past all these guys. They're not much of a threat without a giant thing blasting rocks at us all the time. Well, that's okay. Hey there.
Stop this at once.
It's not working at all.
I will forgive you.
Oh, if we stop it, you'll forgive us, huh? We can't lock on, since they're not technically an enemy yet.
You'd come this far for your pillaging. All that I wanted was solitude.
Alright, merchants, bell bearing 3. So they'll have numbers in here too. Fantastic. They let us get in 2 free hits, which is a terrible plan for them. The abandoned merchant over here. The imprisoned merchant over here. I think to get to this guy we need to go up and then drop in a place. He's down below, I think. Yeah, from the... I guess maybe the other one would be closer. There... I guess it makes sense now why a lot of these guys went to far-off locations. Because they are literally being hunted. To be... by people that wanted to trap them all underground. By people that want to hunt the bell bearings. Overall, not a great time to be these guys. Yeah, I think we need to go up into there and that drops us down. Alright, we can do that. There are many merchants around the world. But by the end of this, there sure isn't going to be any more. Some of them are further away. But that's not going to save them. Yep. Controller has disconnected. That's not too helpful here. There's a giant crab here too, fantastic. Give me those crab eggs. Thank you. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah. Having the camera move by itself a little bit is pretty bad. I'm looking to see if there's any simple fixes. I've been using the controller for quite a while here. So it makes a bit of sense, I guess. Obviously not ideal. Most of the time it works, so... No. That's okay. Whoop.
Stop. Enough. You've always been too kind.
Controllers. Maybe out of power. I'm gonna plug in the controller. Maybe that'll help. If it's just dying, that can be more of the problem. Abandoned merchant's bell bearing. He was abandoned, now he's dead. This one's imprisoned. So let's go get him out of prison here. In a sense. It's obviously not ideal for him. So I'm gonna go past all these guys. Oh, is the elevator down? Actually be further down then. This is just gonna go. Yeah, this just goes up to the boss fight. We got a thing over there. We know we have all the sites of grace, so at least we have that going for us. So we need to go inside and then a direction. Might even be faster to just go back from the previous one. But however we deal with all this, just kind of run past all these guys, we're fine. Some of them are trying to be weird about it. Just kind of ignoring them. Yeah, this guy. Trying to be weird about it. Just trying to ignore him. Just being in the way. Kind of a nuisance. It's like into the darkness here. And then a side path. I think there was a guy in here though. I need to deal with that. That guy. Also got blood loss there.
Please stop this. I said don't hurt me.
Yep, look at him doing madness stuff. Oh my gosh. Orange. Second guy attacked us. Not a good combo there. Oh, now they're fighting? Or he's fighting? I don't know. Steak America. Let's go for the steaks, see where that puts us. He told us to stop. That's fair. Dangerous. Dangerous, a lot of them here. So we need to deal with the second guy there. Can't be having that right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, madness. We got a lot of health too, my goodness.
Could you? What a boy ever done?
Imprisoned. Yes, this is definitely more of a. This is definitely one of the more dangerous ones. Clearly. My goodness. I think that is all the merchants from downstairs. Here. Not a huge number of them down here. Yeah, all that's left down here is a finger reader crown. So let's start making our way back. No merchants in Crumbly Farm Azula. That's fine. Hermit merchant over here. He's kind of up above, actually. Or, yeah, he's up above around that way. So I want to get to there. You got a spirit spring near here? Not particularly. We'll go to the top. They are wise to have tried to get far away. Turns out that was the correct choice. From here, let's go all the way down there across the bridge. Okay, perfect. Let's go, Torrent. Interesting that we would side with the Frenzy Flame and then come kill the Frenzy Flame guys. I don't know if they're all... I mean, it sounded like they were imprisoned and then Frenzy Flame things happened. Are you still here? Not gonna worry about that. Okay, right down this way. Yeah, it sounded like they were rounded up because of suspected heretical beliefs. I guess that could have been the frenzy even before then. But then they summoned in Flame Frenzy. Eh.
You'd come this far for your pillaging. No different at all. What I wanted was solitude.
Okay. Yeah, not a huge amount of them up in this area either. And they also have their mules. Let's drop bones. I don't think any of the previous ones have had mules. There's also a whole situation if you let them get on their mules. Let's check that out. We were just over here a little bit ago, defeating the bell-bearing hunter, and presumably saving this guy. Not anymore, though.
You'd come this far for your pillaging. No different than a plague, your kind.
Then he gets on his mount. Look at him go. All
that I wanted was solitude.
Wild. Finger rear crone over there. Got a nomadic merchant here, playing a song. how much they really are invested in the whole Flame of Frenzy business is a question.
I said don't hurt me. How could you? What have I ever done?
What have they ever done, indeed? Right. You know, one of them up here in Gelmir. Go from this campsite, go backwards and down the ladder. That should work. None of this is really necessary, because all this does is get us their bell bearings for the things that we already purchased, all of them anyways. Finishing things, we'll call it. Right, here's a lantern. Not the right one? It's not. This guy's following us. I think it's up here. Yeah. I was gonna drop those rocks then. No, not quite like that. Hi, I'm coming for you. Where's your ladder at? Looks like it's further up. Unless those runes got put on those rocks there. The best defense is gravity, obviously. Yeah, it's more up here. There it is. He's calling everyone, right? We got on this rock here, right? Alright, we're on this rock now. And we're on this rock. Controller's dead again. We're having all sorts of problems here. Between craziness and controllers. Come on. My goodness. Charge. Gonna give it a minute here. I mean, we're standing on a ledge. This is not a great time to be having problems here. Alright. I made this more difficult than it needed to be, that's for sure. That'd still be too much of a drop. Going for it.
What the hell is wrong with you? You dirty little thief. Melt away with the rest of it.
Yep, that's Frenzy Flame kind of talk right there. That's the guy in Mount Gelmir. Bellum Church. And apparently there's not really any downsides from killing these guys. Doesn't affect any quests or anything. Just moves all of their stock to a nice central location.
You dirty scout. Fucking scout.
We are a menace. That's for sure. That is a Finger Reader Crone. You go all the way down the side here to get this isolated guy. The isolation really does make a lot of sense here, doesn't it? They... like, why would you set up a store all the way over here? The real question is, why are they setting up a store at all if they're literally being buried alive and hunted down? One would think, don't try to cause anyone to interact with you ever. That's just an idea.
Pity this offered by a highwayman. I must have lost my touch.
Yep. It's Crone. That's Muriel. Got this one over here. And plenty of loading screens.
That's the last straw, you bloody thief.
Ah.
How dare you trample us, you filthy thief.
Since it wasn't technically in combat yet, couldn't get the riposte there. Or the critical, or whatever you're gonna call it. Crone. These three guys are doing fine. One of the very few. The mule is all sad. Blah, 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 blah. This really is the frenzy going frenzy here. Let's try the other frenzy here. See if we can do a little bit of something. They're getting weaker as we go to lower level places. That all makes a lot of sense.
What have I ever done?
I got a weird laugh as their last word there. That's fine. Okay. We got Kale. Magic Merchant down here. Magic Merchant over here. We will see if anybody realizes what's going on here. They're very apart from each other here. I don't think they're really giving out any newsletters or anything. Eh.
What the devil? Dirty little thief. Runs away with the rest of it.
Weeping Peninsula. Yeah, it's definitely something. Hey, look what I got.
Fine.
Lost.
Another isolated merchant. Way along the sides.
Enough of that. Surely you are no highwayman. Pity this Our descent into savagery, offered by a highwayman.
It didn't
I
work quite
must
as
have lost my touch.
It didn't work quite as well. Nobody else left on Weeping Peninsula. We'll grab this coastal guy. Gotta leave the cave here. Hup, hup, hup. He is right over here. Whoa.
You dirty scoundrel. There's something off about you from the start.
Up, 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 up.
Scoundrel. Every last.
My goodness. My goodness.
Another thief. Fine.
I see them actually being fairly problematic if you fought them at low levels. Well, that's not what we're doing here. So it's right to the... There you are.
Please, Fox. What the devil's wrong with you? Dirty little thief. Melt away with the rest of it.
What else we got? It's two over here. And an isolated merchant up here. Bow bearings.
Enough pity. Our descent into savagery.
How do I get on your mouth? He's got a bit more health. Still bleeds, though.
Offered by a highwayman. I must have lost my touch.
Okay. If there's any more over here. Nobody else down here. We got Kale here. He warned us not to attack them.
It's you again. Always a pleasure. Care to purchase anything?
What do you got? I'll buy a throwing dagger.
Goodbye. Nice to do business. Oh, Dad. I'll never find.
Kale's bell bearing. If we check our bell bearings here, we got Kale, nomadic, up to 10, 3 isolated, 3 hermits, abandoned, and imprisoned. Make sure that's all of them. Kale. Then up to 10. 3. 3. 1 and 1. Yep. Let's read all of their lore here. Merchant Kale's bell-bearing, found upon his perished flesh. Nomadic merchant's bell-bearing, found on their perished flesh. Hermit. Merchant left behind, imprisoned. And there is one final bell-bearing we can get. A sin more unforgivable than anything we've done thus far. Hey. Turtle Pope.
Greetings. Do you need anything?
Not really. Absolution won't save us now. We've literally gone mad. Muriel's bell bearing. And 12 turtlenecks. Amazing. Terrible. Muriel, passive vows bell bearing, found upon his perished flesh. Let's go. Turn all this in. Whee! Offer a bell bearing. So we got bell bearing shop 1, bell bearing shop 2, Bellbearing Shop 3, which is just all the nomadic. Bellbearing Shop 4, which is Kale and the other ones. Unfortunately, it's not all lumped together, and anything that they shared isn't. We still got all the duplicates for everything. I guess that's fine. I think we also have a remembrance we can turn in. From the Lich Dragon. Remembrance of the Lich Dragon Fortisax. Unique to the Erd Tree. However, its namesake can be unlocked by a finger reader. Eternally can be gained a great bunch of runes. After Godwyn the Golden became the Prince of Death, the ancient dragon fought long and hard against the death within its companion. Alas, victory was never achieved, and its only reward was corruption. Our options are Fortisax's Lightning Spear. Channel the power of the ancient dragon Fortisax. Creates 2 spears of red lightning, stabs them into the ground from above, one after another. On impact, each spear will burst into trails of lightning covering the area. During the War of the Ancient Dragons, these twin red lightning stakes were the hallmark of one ancient dragon who was called the Mightiest Boulderstone. And Death Lightning. Incantation that channels the power of the ancient dragon Fortisax, now corrupted by death. Strikes surrounding with Storm of Death Lightning. Inflicts death blight upon foes. Charging extends duration of the storm. It's said that this golden lightning was wielded by Godwyn, who befriended Fortisax. Let's get the double spear. Delightful. And nothing else in here. Already bought all that. So we bought everything. Killed everyone. Pretty wild. Let us equip this spell here. Could be 2 slots. Feels like a 2-slotter kind of guy. No, just 1. 46 faith too. We can use that. And we will head over to the Halig Tree. All the way to the middle. I guess this is not where we need to be. We got the needle. That's pretty good. Wild. Yeah, we got the needle, but we need to use it outside of time and space at Dragon Lord Placidusax's area. Crumbling Fair Missoula. Inventory. Chain the Flame Frenzy? Sure. What happened? Where are we? We have Dragon Eyes still? Hard to say. Well, the Flame of Frenzy has been defeated. And that is not reversible. All that work that we did to go inherit the Flame of Frenzy and become the Lord of Chaos, we just kind of got rid of it. Everyone's dreams have been destroyed. And I mean everyone's. The 3 Fingers is no more. We are all that remains. It looks like we also got our eyes back to normal. So, apparently that also means that the dragon situation was a completely different thing. Also connected to outer gods or something. I'm not going to look into that too much, because we just kind of reset the situation here. And so, that is nearly everything. I'm sure there's still a few things that we didn't get. Much because there's probably just rare drops galore that we aren't going to farm for right now. But overall, that's Elden Ring. Very, very impressive. Very cool. And there is still just so much we could do. We got new games, our possibility. We got all kinds of different builds. Because we pretty much just used the Bloodhound's Fang and then an additional curved greatsword. We're basically the whole thing here. So yeah, I've got some plans. It's going to be roughly as chaotic as this was. Assuming I can get everything working right. If not, we will see. Next series. Goodbye.